guys, Brad here. I want to share with you my first investment deal that I did, which was buying a property, and how I lost around $30,000. And I want to share this with you guys so that you can too avoid this. I didn't know, I had no idea. It was about 15 years ago when I bought my first property. I was excited. I sort of just thought that buying any property was the way to go, and I didn't really know too much more than other than I need to get some sort of finance and I need to buy some sort of property. And one of the things that I thought that was a good thing to do was buy something new, which is not, I'm not saying that's a bad thing in totality, but how I lost $30,000 was that I went and bought a property that was off the plan. Now, you may have heard this before. This is where you buy a property that's due to settle in a future date, and you buy it off the plan, which means that it's just a design. You go in, you put a deposit down, and you settle on it in the future. Now, why did I lose money on that? Now, this wasn't to do with any market fluctuations. This wasn't to do with whether the market had dropped by $30,000. What happened was that most times, and most people don't know about this, guys, most times when you buy a off-the-plan property, it's sold through marketeers, or it's sold through, those shiny brochures that you see, or the beautiful ads that you come across, or the big billboards. And that all costs money, guys. And most developers, now I'm a property developer myself, and I understand how the industry works. And most developers, they will go and they will, when they sell their stock, they will engage marketers and pay them 30 to 50, depending on the what they negotiate, 30 to $50,000 in marketing commissions. Now, what does that mean? That means that the intrinsic value of the property, the actual real value, isn't what you pay for it. They're built in. So the properties, when they get sold to you, they get built in this commission. Now, some of you might say, who might, you may know a bit about the industry and the property investment industry in Australia, but you might say, well, how does valuation stack up? The valuation stack up by getting a willing buyer and a willing seller. Now, once the value has come through and they have an off-the-plan contract, and that has come through, then all the other properties in that building will stack up to that valuation as well, because you've had a willing seller and a willing buyer. So most developers will want to get their first sales underway, right? And they'll usually throw in some other rebates and so forth that they may, just to get those sales across the line. But don't forget, guys, there's usually a big fat commission that's built in the sale. And that's why I had to wait for the market to move up $30,000 in value, just so I would get what that property's real value was. I hope that makes sense. So guys, what I want you to do is make sure that you're very careful about your selection. You're very careful, you get yourself educated on how the industry works, whatever vehicle that is for you, whatever you want to do and learn. Go and understand it, go and study it, go and research it, go and ask the questions. Because for me, my first experience in investment was not good. I went backwards, but I want to help you avoid that same mistake, and make sure that you be aware of these commissions that get built into sales, especially in the off-the-plan new development stock. Okay, so guys, I hope that served you. Please share this around for anyone who's wanting to enter in the market. Maybe they'd very much benefit from hearing something like this. Because after 15 years of investing, buying, developing properties and building a portfolio, one of the biggest things that I want to share with everyone is how to avoid the simple mistakes to make sure that you can move forward in your property investment journey and build wealth sustainably long term. Okay guys, I hope you're well. Have a great day, and I look forward to serving you again soon. Bye for now.